This is Spoken by Elswith, a Femdom hypnosis podcast, Season 4. Hello there. Today's episode is going to be a full complete session, but it is an edited version of the JOI session that's now available on the website, JOI for the Masochist. Now, we all know how it went down the last time I tried to put a JOI themed session up on YouTube, right? If not, go have a listen to episode 75, Mistress Tells You What to Do, JOI. It went from 40 minutes of all the right fun that you need in your life, which I think a few dozen managed to hear before YouTube yanked it. And then the new version that is still available. It is about 90 seconds long. Its whole purpose is it's just telling you where you can find the JOI session for free on the Spoken by Elswith website. So we learn and we adapt. I'm taking a different approach today. Today's session, it will have an induction, the Hypno experience, and a full awakener. But instead of censoring the JOI, I'm giving you the part that can be posted on here. You can then go to the website to get the full session. The full session, it comes in two versions. One that leads to sleep, and the other to full awakening. I'll allow you to make that choice for yourself. Today's shorter portion, it will be posted on the Mind Control Fragment page, where there's over 40 other fragments that exist for you to mix and match at your pleasure. Follow the link in the episode description for more information on that. So the inspiration for today's episode actually comes from being a bit ambivalent in the past about JOI sessions. I think it's often a trick to write an interesting JOI session. I have offered you others in the past. The JOI in public, it's the latest one. It's a person being told exactly how to pleasure himself while listening to a story about some fun in a restaurant. The bed or the chair, it's that one is an older session. It's currently not available, although I do know that some of you own that one. I'm currently redoing parts of it. There's also the HFO JOI breathy one, breath play, and I found it interesting that as I was going through and seeing which ones I had that could be labeled as JOI, that over the past couple of days, that particular session has had a pretty big uptick in popularity. So if you're one of the ones who recently picked up the HFO JOI, let me know what you think of it. And also let me know how you heard about it. And there's also the one that is for like prissy. That session, it's not about self-improvement for prissy or even about maid training. It's the tale of how my sissy maid and I go about our Sunday morning routine, with every teasing and humiliating thought that I could squeeze into it. You get to hear a laundry list of surprises, and you'll likely squirm at quite a few of them. And then Prissy's chores end with an opportunity to find release. So that one is not actually a pure JOI session, but you do get to hear in excruciating detail the circumstances of Prissy's brief release from chastity. Now, as you can tell, for me, the JOI experience isn't just about telling you what to do, how fast to do it, when to finish, and all that. I really want to entice your entire sensory self with the experience. And honestly, I want to have fun myself. I like to write things that I enjoy writing and reading and sharing with you. This is a shared headspace after all. So for this JOI, this edited version of a JOI that you're about to experience, instead of hiding in a restaurant booth or being subjected to a choice, the setting, it's one that's almost every masochist's dream. You are instructed to entertain yourself as I entertain myself with a delightful selection of toys, including a crop, a bamboo cane, and, shockingly enough, my hand. There's a romantic notion of spanking a willing bottom with a hand that kind of wears off quickly when it starts to sting. Sting my hand, that is. I'm more into the sadist part than the masochist experience. So my hand, it does start to sting after a while, but I've made an exception in this experience. Sound fun? I sure think so. So find a spot where you're unlikely to be interrupted, and we'll get started after I send out a few quick thank yous. I have been delightfully spoiled, and not just myself, but also one of my little precious doggos. Thank you for sending along the little cave bed. It didn't take long for it to turn into a favorite. And also to my dear P, thank you for the set that I need for my travels. I absolutely love this backpack. I'd borrowed it before from a friend for going on a weekend trip and realized that I needed it in my life. So the backpack gets to be my companion, and thoughts of you will also be coming along with me. And don't forget, that one had a special thank you from me attached to it. So go ahead and send me your request for that 5-minute audio. Also, a thank you goes out to R, who plays a role in making sure that I can stay organized on my trip. I think packing cubes are one of those things that people scoff at until they use, and then they realize they're fantastic. The hair combs are also lovely. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so with the nice thank yous out of the way, get ready to have your bottom warmed and your mind relaxed. Let's get started on the JOI for the masochist, the edited version. This is JOI for the masochist, edited version, spoken by Elswith. Before we seek hypnotic trance for you, let's play a game. I'm going to count down from 10 to 0. And oh yes, I'm sure you're already thinking, but Mistress Elswith, that's going into trance 101. And you'd be right. And even more than that, when I'm counting down this way with you, you're going to allow yourself to feel all the familiar sensations of accepting a state of hypnotic trance. Oh, you know, you're my clever one. Sensations like falling, dropping, sinking, 10, and feeling more open and accepting, 9. Understanding your role here. 8. To listen to my voice. 7. And follow my suggestions. And then shake off whatever level of relaxation you might have already allowed to slip over you. My dear, I didn't even say that we'd started yet. If you did, begin to imagine yourself dropping into trance for me, listening and responding to my voice, then I can tell you that you're going to find this very, very easy. Because this is the game that we're going to play. I'm going to lead you, encourage you, down and down into a state of hypnotic trance for me. Not once or twice, but as many times as I please. And I'm going to have you go as far as I please, until I interrupt you, surprise you, startle you perhaps. When you hear that sound, this sound, then you will come all the way back up to wakeful consciousness. And you'll do that again and again until I'm tired of it. 10. For real this time. 9. You know all the familiar sensations. 8. And all the familiar instructions. 7. Stretch out your arms, legs and toes. 6. Find a comfortable breathing pace. There you are. Here, it's not all bad. Roll your shoulders. Work that crick out of your neck. If you need to, reach for a cool glass of water and take a sip. Do you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about that little trope, that little cliche. If you've ever seen a film or read a story that includes a spanking, caning, whatever, and the cruel mistress type in her sheer seam stockings and latex outfit, well, she puts the business end of the rotting crop she's holding into the palm of her hand and says, "If you interrupt me, if you make a single sound when I strike you, I'll start again." 10. Relax again. 9. Stop thinking about your cliché dame. 8. It's my instructions that I want you to follow. That's satisfying. I think it's fun. Secretly, I think that no matter how far I count, you're aware that you're actually getting a little closer to that familiar level of trance. But just in case, let's try. 10. Take a deep breath in this time. 9. And hold it for me, just a few beats. 8. Breathe out. 7. And then breathe naturally. 6. Allow yourself to be aware. 5. Aware of any little sounds around you. 4, and know that you don't have to pay attention to them. 3. You only need to pay attention to my instructions. Oh dear, dear one, come back up. Yes, come back to full conscious awareness of the room that you're in, those little sounds. It must feel like I only just told you to ignore them. Oh, were you tantalizingly close to 0 that time? Open your eyes. Open your eyes and take stock of the situation you find yourself in. Take pride in how eagerly you can follow exactly what I ask you to do. And more than that, take pride in how well you followed those instructions. To the letter, right? 10, 9, 8. 10, 9, down for me. 8, 7, closer, deeper to true hypnotic trance. 8, 7, 6, down again. 5, drifting, sinking peacefully down. 6, 5, slowly, slowly sinking for me. 4, able to be as near or as far from trance. 3, at any level I could ask for. 4, 3, 6, 9 seconds of light. Stay all night and watch the colors change. Oh dear, my dear, now you're awake once more. I'm sure you're ready to pour out all your warm, gushy feelings about this game that I invented for you. This last time, I promise to no longer treat you like a puppet, a yo-yo, a dog on wheels, my lazy line painter. Stop thinking, start sinking, and this time, all the way down. 10, breathe in. 9, hold. 8, out. 7, wait. 6, in. 5, hold. 4, out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally now. 0. Good boy. I know you. I know that you can follow my instructions perfectly. And I know that you're right now at the deepest level of trance, the deepest level it's possible for you to be at. Can you imagine the feeling of first kneeling, almost instantly down on your knees after I tell you that's where you should be, where you belong, and you crave belonging to me. You're such a good boy. You always listen to your mistress, wanting to please me, wanting to hear those magic words every chance you get, craving the praise. Tell me, do you crave the praise more than the pain, the pleasure of obedience, the pleasure of pain, of trusting that I know how to give you what you deserve? And because of this, you are here again, down on your knees for me, for you. Yes, I know you crave the pain also, always looking forward to me pushing you a little further than before. You trust me, trust that I know your limits, and know when you're just being a whiny little thing. You look up, beaming, the words settling into your soul. You seem to be enjoying this too much. Time to get up. I pull at the ropes bonding your wrists, knowing the coarse fibers are biting into you. As you stand up, my hands move down to unwrap your wrists. I take my time, inspecting them for any abrasions, admiring the tint of rose red that I've achieved already. Would you like a look? Of course you would. You've been trying to steal peeks already. You love admiring your marks and imagining how long they'll last before, oh so sadly fading away, leaving you needing more. So needy. That's you. I don't mind. I know how to use this need to get my wants. Time to move. Come over to this cushioned bench. I use my hands to guide you into position. Over the bench, with your behind in the air for me to see. I run my hands over your body, seeing the almost healed welts from a previous session. I want you to take the time now to place yourself in that spot. Truly feel yourself in this spot. Feel my gaze upon you, and it means your body as well as your mind is open to my scrutiny. My touches upon both, they work to make and remake you, making you into something wonderful, don't they? The touches on your mind allow you to experience more than you've dared to dream. My touches on your body decorate you in all of the best ways. These are looking very nice. I know that even that praise will make you wiggle with joy. And as if you've read my mind, your body does move a little, with your bottom moving like a puppy wiggling its tail. Go on. Experience that. Wiggle for me. Now. I still have my hand on one of your cheeks, letting you realize that I have stopped moving, a signal for you to do the same. As you obey, I bring my hand down sharply, the cracking sound of flesh on flesh making your head spin. This is your favorite melody. You moan and press your body against the bench. This would be enough, wouldn't it? Even if denied for only a day or two, my words and my touch and your position, they would blend together as the perfect ingredients for the perfect recipe. The only meal you need, the only nourishment you crave, isn't it? I don't insult you by referring to this as a dessert or a treat, because I know that your masochistic desires are not trivial games easily set aside or ignored. I know it's more. I know your needs and I know my wants, and I'm more than willing to indulge us both. You can continue to feel my hand, feel the bench, and now feel even more as your hands move. Go on, move at least one of your hands to that spot where you know it belongs. Feel good. Are you ready for more? I ask you this as I walk to the drawers in front of you. I like for you to see me choose my weapon, for you to feel that panic when you see me pulling out different ones, teasing you before making my final selection. Your imagination runs wild. Already, your muddled mind, it's giving you mini teasers of what each implement feels like, which means you're even deeper for me, even more open and ready to take what I want to give. Continue to move your hand, giving yourself pleasure, because this is fun, isn't it? Our game together. Make yourself feel really, really good. I pick up the spiked glove and hear you groan loudly. You would enjoy that too much, I reason, and I set it aside. I pick up the feathers and instantly put them aside as well. I know that you are more for the pain tonight, your body quivering with need. I lift up the rotting crop and look at you. Seeing the wild gleam in your eyes, I smile and shut the drawer, knowing that I'm making the right selection for you. Before I let you feel it, I use my hand again, adding to that song that we were creating earlier. My hand striking against your bottom, again and again. You love it. You need it. I know how badly you want this. I pick up the rotting crop and I run it over your skin, looking at the handprints I just added moments before, musing over the idea of what a tattoo of my handprint would look like. Immortalized forever right there. Permanent. Perhaps an idea for another time. I love the red glow, the heat still rising, although the pain has mostly subsided. No sting, just a deep burn. I can fix that. You love the challenge of sharp stings, the mind going to war with itself, wanting to command the body to move, to escape the pain, while the other part, the part made and remade by me, it sinks further into this treatment, overriding all reason, not allowing your treacherous mind to move your body, not allowing that mundane, boring part of yourself to interfere by attempting to escape. No, that wouldn't do. As more marks appear, rising quickly on your skin, the made and remade part of your mind, the part that I fully control, it sings a song of gratitude, desire, lust, obedience, the song of submission with the melody of subspace. Every time we're together, it's easier for you to reach this place of deep trance. Your trained mind overriding every instinct your body tries to obey, but fails. It fails because you need this, and you want, always want. What? To be found worthy? To just get off? To escape to this magical place where we know what we both need and unapologetically go for it. And this is a place that I've created for you and welcome you to visit again and again. But unfortunately for you, today's visit is shorter than you'd like, isn't it? It's already coming to an end, even if that hand continues to move and stroke, even if you haven't found the tipping point just yet. Ending way too soon. But I promise you, I have so much more that I want to do to you. And all you need is to come to me again, where we have no limits on time or words. Wouldn't you like that? Come, find the longer daydream, this perfect session of us together, and enjoy every single thing that I've planned for you. My hand, the crop, the cane, and, yes, there's an and, something so out of the box that I know that you'll never guess ahead of time. But for now, we do need to step away from this spot, this shared moment together, and wake fully. Don't worry, I know it won't take you long to come and find me again. I've made it easy for you. I love to give you good things, and you know where the good things come from. In a few moments' time, I will re-alert you. I will count from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, and only on the count of 5, you will open your eyes and stretch. All normal, healthy sensations restored to every part of you. And every part of you back here with me in the present. Coming back with a sense of well-being, mental and physical well-being. You can nod your head that you understand. Good. So, ready? 1. Reorienting to the room around you. 2. Becoming more alert. 3. Take a deep, refreshing breath of air. 4. As you breathe out, getting ready to open your eyes. And 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling good. Well done. I know that you enjoyed this edited version of JOI for the Masochist, but make sure you don't miss out. Go find the entire thing on the spokenbyelswith.com website and download it now.